What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the Football Capital. Yes, we are back for another Euro 2020 review. I'm back once again with Seba. Football is coming home, Seb.
Oh, God. Don't start with that.
Football is coming home. It's official.
It's official.
It's
breaking news.
Do you know what, actually, yeah? What I've heard, the term football is coming home is not about England winning it.
What is it about?
It's about tournament football, whether it's the Euro or a World Cup, coming back to Wembley. So technically, football's come home.
Why were they saying it in 2018?
Good question.
Yeah, it's a great question.
Good question.
Especially when it didn't come home.
It didn't. Now he has. Now it's officially back. Football
There's an FA Cup final there every year, bro.
Yeah, Wigan wins it there.
I don't want to hear about football coming home.
But yeah, guys, Seba's not having any of that.
Not
Definitely,
yet.
Football didn't come back to Uruguay in the Copa America, so he's a little bit
now
upset.
It's getting personal.
You know what I mean?
Now it's getting personal.
Yeah,
okay,
might be the Chilean jersey in
the
screen.
Chilean jersey right there. That's putting
bring
me
it
off.
in screen.
Don't expect a good podcast today. Have to look at that.
But guys, look, the quarterfinals have been wrapped up. We finally have our final four.
Yep.
Of our tournament, and look, I don't know. Maybe some of these teams weren't predicted to make the top four, especially all of them. I don't. Or maybe
not all of them. Not all of them.
England at the start.
England.
Were you saying England, Spain, Italy, Denmark for sure wasn't?
Denmark wasn't one, but you could always imagine your Spain. Oh, well, I couldn't imagine Spain being here, but Italy, not a surprise. England should be there.
Yeah, but we'll touch on it a bit more. But you know, before the tournament started, if England came first, they versed a group of deaf teams, and England are out. Everyone was not giving them a chance. But we'll touch on England and their route to the semi-final. But look, Seb, our first game that kicked it off was Switzerland and Spain. Now, look, man, Switzerland have put up a fight in the last couple of the games, man. They've knocked out the world champions, and now they gave a good fight to Spain as well. And it was disappointing because, you know what, I don't see how Spain, to be honest, are where they are.
Me either.
Do you know what I mean? At least if Switzerland made the semi, you can kind of see it because they showed a lot of fight, even in the group stages. Did they came third? Did they get a third place?
Yeah, I think so. I think they have third.
But to knock out France, they showed a lot of fight. But Spain, it's one of them. You know that thing, how did that elephant into the trees? You can see, it's there, but it's
how to get
there? Yeah, how did it get there is the question. But so that's with Spain. I just don't get it. All these problems that we spoke about at the start.
Yeah.
Brought two less players. Didn't bring Ramos. No Real Madrid players. Struggled in their first two games. Big result in the third to get them into second.
But there's two extra time games now. Right?
Against Croatia, dropped the lead after 3-1.
Yep.
Went into extra time, and this one again, extra time and into penalties. And it was one of the worst penalty shootouts I've seen, to be honest. Even from Switzerland, from the penalties that they had against France to what I've seen in this one, maybe the pressure got to them a little bit.
Yeah.
But yeah, man.
You never want to have two penalty shootouts in a row. I guess you do get confidence from winning the first one, but you're gonna lose.
Nothing to lose. Yeah, they had nothing to lose in the first one. They hit them more nicely. Maybe there was not much pressure. Now this one, they know we couldn't potentially knock out another big team.
The semis, it's a bit different.
And to be fair, man, it was an own goal. Was it who hit it? Alba, yeah. Alba hit the shot, deflected in. I think most own goals in the tournament
ever,
in the Euro, ever. I think that's what I've with six. Might be six own goals
out there.
Yeah, but
two of them in one game, one team.
That's it. But look, it was 1-0 Shaqiri getting Switzerland back in it.
Yeah.
Switzerland now with a red card. That picked up a red card in this one.
What minute was that one?
The red card. I think it might have been still in there. Let's have a look. Didn't say, they're usually like a timeline? Yeah, I don't know.
Move it up a bit.
Hold on. Yeah, I'm not sure when the red card was. Can't remember. But look, even with the 10 men, I didn't see Spain really showing up. I mean, you can, I know this whole talk about them keeping, they've kept the most possession in every single game they've played, but isn't that typical Spain?
That's just Spain, yeah. That doesn't mean nothing.
Yeah, it doesn't really mean anything, to be honest. We've seen it in the Premier League, teams keeping possession for really no reason.
No reason. Yeah.
66 possession in this game. I think they've kept at least 65 in every single game, something like that. But very disappointing for Switzerland not to get the result here. I was kind of backing them
I feel
slightly.
I feel for him. I reckon they would have believed in themselves to get through in this game. And, bro, 1-1 against Spain.
They're not that great.
They don't deserve to be there. I really don't think.
No.
And I've been talking a lot of shit about them in this tournament so far, but, like, they're not going to win this tournament, right? Come on, please.
You know what? Like, yeah. I, to be honest, I don't want them to.
Italy's not going to accept losing to these guys.
Yeah, the big rivalry between them two as well. They've had a history and versus each other in like semi-finals and stuff before. A few penalties, I think shootouts.
Yeah,
stuff like that.
But you know, Spain were a much stronger team back then. I think that.
Bro, yeah, and I'm hearing like, was it who said it? Aloisi or Schwarzer was like, "This is the best Italian team they've seen."
Yeah,
it must be crazy. You really
the best. So? I mean, look, they won a World Cup 15, 16 years ago. That was a great team. They've always had good teams, but this year is, I think it's not so
better.
much.
It's not better than the 06 team.
That's what I'm saying. Like 06, they won the World Cup. You can't get much better than that.
Yeah.
And
but players,
I think now it's
individual players. I don't think they're better.
No, player for player, no way.
Yeah.
No way is it better than that team. But I do like that they have their experience at the back, and then it just bleeds through to the front. You know, they got young midfielders, experienced strikers as well, and well, we're talking about Italy now. We shouldn't really skip ahead.
But still, like when you're talking about who Spain are gonna verse, when you look at that Italian team, they haven't really done like nothing wrong, to be honest.
No,
they've done.
What'd you say? Two goals disallowed against them.
No, they've only conceded one, and the other one was disallowed. Yeah, so only England have conceded. Well, England haven't conceded any goals. The only team.
Yeah, and
then Italy's next with that one goal, and it was in extra time. So even in normal time, I think was that game 0-0. It finished 0-0.
Yeah.
Then I think so. Yeah, it was.
It was 0-0.
Yeah, 0-0. So they haven't conceded in 90 minutes. Anyways, they've been. Yeah, look, a lot of people. I kind of understand where people were getting the underdog status for him. I didn't want to accept that because I think Italy are a big team.
Yeah.
But in the terms of how they
didn't
qualify the tournament before that, knocked out in the groups. It had like New Zealand in the group that year, and they drew to New Zealand or something like that. But
no, that was 2010. The last one was England, Uruguay, and Costa Rica. 2014.
Yeah, whenever it was.
The last World Cup. The last World Cup that they played. Yeah.
That's what I mean.
They got knocked out in the group stages.
And like New Zealand are going through. Like it's a bit embarrassing, but. No, they didn't go through.
No.
But they had 3 draws.
They had 3 draws, and they cost Italy in 2010 the spot to get out.
But this Spain team, when I look at both of them going head to head, I don't know, bro. To be honest, I see Italy winning that one. But before we touch on giving our predictions on that semi-final, we had Italy and Belgium, and now to be honest, I didn't think that Belgium would lose this game. I thought they would win. I didn't think it would be comfortable, but to be honest, I thought they'll win. And the whole talk with De Bruyne being out and Hazard being out, I personally thought that was kind of game. Yeah, but De Bruyne did play. But I don't know if it was just the gameplay going into playing mind games with Italy. But even if I don't know.
The only game they need to play is the 90 minutes on the field, man.
Yeah, I know, but like the mind games, you know how it is. Or the Mourinho, yeah. But
I feel you, man. Look, that's a massive game. Belgium, we've been talking about it as well during this tournament. That now is their time, and bro, they had a tough task ahead of them.
They did, but you know what? They had enough to win it, in my opinion. What let Belgium down is you're not playing to the whistle. The simple stuff in football is play to the whistle. Now, I can't remember who went down. Was it Immobile that went down in the box? They got barely touched. Yeah. And I was asking, maybe trying to win the pen. And then you have the defenders looking at him, getting like the whole get up sort of thing. Yeah. Well, you're not focusing on the game. What happened literally like 2 seconds later, bang.
Goal.
There goes the goal. And that's what happens. When you're not switched on, it's a quarterfinal, a chance to go into the semis. You got to be switched on.
Yeah.
If the ref doesn't blow the whistle, play on. If it's a penalty, we got this VAR now. I think all the decisions in this tournament have been really good.
Yeah.
We haven't been on one podcast, but we've been speaking about huge decisions made by the referee, whether it was a handball, the whole bullshit shoulder offsides, and like it would touch on the England game. But when Harry Maguire scored, his arm was like out like there, and you're like, in that Premier League, they're drawing the lines, they're getting the measurements out.
Yeah.
But I think in this tournament, the referees, the officials have been doing a fantastic job. But you got to play to the whistle, man.
Yeah,
and I think that's what let Belgium down in this game. And then the second goal, I think it's up there for goal of the tournament.
One of them,
it's either that or Pogba for me. That long ranger, I can't. It's great. It's a good goal. It really happens. But bro, like keepers off his line didn't. There's not much to it. You're kicking that ball. You're hitting and hoping.
I get what you're saying.
And I don't want to hear that the ball was curving. It was going out. It was doing these.
It was a
ones.
beautiful hit.
Yeah, it was a good hit. But I reckon this goal here, Italy's second goal,
pumped that, bro.
Picks it up from halfway.
Yeah.
Steps past one, and that's another thing, bro. The Belgium defense are just watching.
Yeah.
And you got 4 players there, and I don't think there was an Italian player in sight. It was just him, maybe one far on the far right.
Yeah.
But no one really to link up, or there was no one where dragging any Belgian players out for him to make the space. I don't know, maybe I think he stepped past, was it Tillemans, took the space and just whipped this. I'm like, wow, that deserves a semi-final.
And that was only like
semi-final spot.
Like, at this point, that goal was 2-0 and like, when you cop a goal just before half time, like your heads drop. But then Belgium, just before the half finishes, goes and gets themselves
the pen,
an
and
opportunity.
I think Insigne as well gave it away. Immobile, was it Immobile? Who gave the pen? I think it was him.
I can't remember, but the Italy players all said it wasn't a penalty, and they kind of stopped as well. And they're like, I remember Donnarumma's telling, "Get up!" Just everyone's losing at the.
Did it go to the VAR? No. I think he gave it straight away.
Yeah, he did give it straight away. Then they reviewed it, but like, when they score with the last kick of the half, you know how it feels going into half time.
2-0, like they said, 2-0 is like a very dangerous score, especially in tournament football.
Yeah,
in any game, it's a very dangerous scoreline because they get one back
and the momentum,
and you get complacent.
That's right.
And look, you're right. You thought now in the second half, here come Belgium.
Yeah,
they look strong and they did have their chances, man. I'm like a lot of attacking, they had a lot of attacking opportunities, but it just wasn't. The final third just wasn't happening for him. And Italy held strong.
What do you make of Lukaku, like in this tournament? Because he didn't, in the end, didn't do too much. I think he played well with the squad.
He's all right. Like, he wasn't too bad. I mean, you can only play who's in front of you at the end of the day. And I know Belgium didn't have a strong group. But they did play Portugal. He didn't score against Portugal, did he? No.
I don't think so.
Someone else scored against Portugal.
Hazard?
Yeah, Thorgan Hazard. Yeah. So I thought it was all right. Maybe I don't know what did we really kind of expect?
Yeah.
I mean,
well, look,
I think we kind of expected more from Harry Kane in this tournament than we did Lukaku.
Oh, definitely, yeah. But really,
but still,
Lukaku just won the Serie A. Had a good season.
Had a really good season.
Back to his best. And look, these are the games you need. You need those players to show. And I think too much for Belgium came from De Bruyne, and I don't think it's not 100% De Bruyne at all from the start, because really he broke his orbital bone in the Champions League final only a month ago.
Yeah, if
that, right? And he's had to play every game, and he showed up every game. Like, he played
when he came back in. Yeah, like you said, when against Denmark, when he came in that second half, literally
transformed them. Straight
away got a goal, got an assist, I think, in that game as well. Yeah. They ended up winning the game, and they couldn't do it. And look, Italy made it tough. I'm surprised they went with Verratti and Jorginho again in that midfield.
They're working good, man. Verratti's having a great tournament.
Yeah, Jorginho as well, to be fair, in a little bit. But
I know. I can't stand
Donnarumma's not been too bad. You thought maybe his transfer to PSG might have, distracted him a little bit, but not really.
Yeah,
I think they haven't had much to do. But when he's called upon, I think he's made some some good saves.
Yeah, and he's a young keeper, but he's very experienced as well.
Yeah,
he's been around since he was 17.
Yeah, he's another one as well.
It's nuts.
He's put on a bit of size too since we last seen him. I saw he's been hitting the weights. Donnarumma. But look, man, Italy are looking very good. Yeah, I'm someone that doesn't want Italy to win anything. Yeah. But in this tournament, to be fair, I want them just to beat Spain, because I don't think Spain deserve it as much as Italy.
No way.
No way. Like, Italy haven't lost a game, all right? They've drew one and gone into extra time, ended up winning it there. Only considered the one goal where Spain has struggled really the whole tournament.
Yeah, like Spain's thrown games away and just managed to somehow win them still. Yeah. Italy haven't had that moment of like, oh, we fucked up. They just kind of broke down. They've been consistently good.
And this was the game where it was like, yeah, there was a lot of questions as well. Yes, Italy have been playing well. Their setup has been well. Their players, whoever's come in, I think they've had a few injuries as well. Whoever's come in, they've done well. But you look at the questions that were asked about the group that they had. Easy group. They kind of walked through it. All right, Turkey kind of disappointed, but they put 3 on Turkey. Was it 2-0 to Wales, and then Switzerland as well? They beat them. They put 3 on, I think, Turkey 3-1 as well. 3-0, was it? I don't think they conceded. I don't think they conceded in that game.
Oh, was that not the one? Okay, yeah.
But and then it was Austria. Then they had Austria, and it was like, now they're versing a team that's you can call them a powerhouse, number 1 in the world. Like, I don't know how these rankings.
Austria, I think
Belgium.
Yeah.
So like everyone's like, all right, now this is a task for Italy to see where they are compared to the rest of these teams, and they've done the job.
Yeah.
And now I think, to be honest, I'm gonna say comfortably against Spain, bro. I don't know why. I just can't see how Spain are in the semi-final. I just can't see it.
I don't know.
Like, there are more chances of Switzerland, like we said, being in the semi-final because of the run that they had and beating the world champions, and now another champion team in Spain. They've won it back to back Euros, World Cup, Euros. I know it's a different team, but still that country produces a lot of great players.
Yeah,
but
I can't see Morata scoring a goal against Italy, bro. There's no way those.
I can't see Spain scoring like unless there's a capitulation. There's like a own goal deflection, some crazy deflection, or a red card that. But I think Italy this tournament have been really like
cool-headed,
clean,
just calm.
Yeah, not like Gattuso days where he comes in flying and that generation just zero fucks given to take people's heads off.
The structure and the organisation on the field is the best in the world, I reckon, at the moment. Not ever, but the best in the world at the moment. And you can bring your heart to these games like Switzerland had to do, but. No, not Switzerland. Sorry, even Belgium. But
Belgium, yeah.
You can't. It's not enough against these players. This team, and Mancini's the right man for the job. He's got Vialli as well next to him, and whatever they're doing.
Yeah, Mancini's done well, and this is what I mean. It's do you know what? I just looked at Martinez and Mancini. The FA Cup final that year, Wigan beat.
Ooh,
I think that Mancini and. Martinez were the managers then.
Yeah, you're right.
Wow. Roberto, what's his name? Martinez for Wigan, ended up winning it. So he's got one on him now, Mancini.
Mancini's got him back.
Roberto versus Roberto. But look, Belgium had 45 minutes to correct it and get another one back in. They did have their chances. They didn't take it. And this is what happens, man. Tournament football, there's no second chances here.
Nope.
But Italy go on to the semi-final of the competition. The other side of the draw, Czech Republic and Denmark. I just seen the highlights of this one, the extended highlights, and I didn't get a chance to watch the game.
What's going on with Denmark?
End-to-end stuff a little bit.
Yeah.
At times, Denmark showing that fighting spirit still from what happened in that first game, and I think that's kind of carried them to where they are.
Yeah.
Because it was a bit shaky. Lost the first one, lost the second one to Belgium. Yeah. And they needed to win, so they've got through, and then they've just continued on. Yeah, you could say luck of the draw, but it is what it is.
Both teams here would have been licking their lips before this game. It's
100%.
Like this is, they're both very. They don't belong there. Let's just be honest, right? But they're both there against each other, and it's everyone's in it. Like that's a fair game. It's not no superpowers, like no superstars in the teams. Not even Eriksen for Denmark. Czech Republic. I reckon they would have been cheering about this game and thinking they could do it, but Denmark had just got something special. They got that.
They got the result and they horseshoe up their ass.
Yeah,
very lucky at times as well. But look, it was two good goals. That second goal, who scored the second goal? Dolberg was.
I think he scored the second one. Yeah.
That second one, was it the second one where it was the outside foot?
The pass.
Yeah, it was. Outside foot, like kind of crossing and then sliding on his knees. He got the tap in, but. That was a good finish. Look, they came back. They came back with in the second half to get another one. And look, you got to push on. Unfortunately,
Just wasn't enough.
It wasn't enough for them. But the Czech Republic, again, another team that we didn't really expect to be in the quarterfinals, and they knocked out the Netherlands, didn't they?
Yeah.
Yeah, so
They did.
That's it.
They overachieved, had a good tournament.
They came third as well, I think, in the group.
Yeah.
They were with England. England
came
Croatia came second in that group. But let's get on to England.
Your babies.
The football is coming home. The trophy is ready. Engrave it. Engrave it. Some people need to put some respect on England's name. Some of the, I don't know, Opta Sports.
Yeah.
Some of you lot. I don't know, man. You're telling, like, I can't wrap my head around it. How? I don't know if it's banter. I don't know, like, all right, could be. But to me, you look serious. You're telling me, I don't know what they're watching and what they're saying in Ukraine, yeah, that they're going to upset England in extra time. Then they're going to win on penalties. Have they watched Ukraine? Has anyone watched Ukraine? Yeah? They won one game in normal time, and that was to Macedonia, the worst-ranked team in the competition, who didn't qualify for the normal qualification for the Nations League, coming through the back door. They had a good first half only. Second half, lucky to get away with that win. Yeah. Then in the first game, obviously, they came back, they had a good spell, came back, still lost to Holland or Netherlands, should I say. And then the game against Austria to the playoff for the second and third, they bottled it. Then you're going into a quarter final, round of 16 against Sweden, where you probably should have won anyways, but with a 10-man Sweden, it took you to the 120th minute to get a goal.
Yeah.
So Sweden got complacent. And you look at this England team, superstars all over the park. You got people like Sancho, all right, 70-something million just to United now. Declan Rice is priced at, you want to take him off West Ham, is 100 mil. Yeah. Jack Grealish, 100 mil. Harry Kane, 150. Sterling. You got 80 mil Harry Maguire in the back. Yeah. Like, look at the talent. Mason Mount, Champions League winner.
Luke Shaw was the most expensive teenager in the world.
At one point, and he's been probably like the, top, if not top 2, top 3 left backs in the league, and probably the best left back this season. And you look at the team, and you're telling me, Ukraine is going to go in penalties, and they're going to upset England. Do me a favor.
There's only so many fairy tales in football.
Yeah. There's only hype can take you only so far.
Yeah.
Some people need to analyze games a little bit better. I
definitely I think England. I wasn't too confident. Previously,
and they beat Germany.
Exactly.
Yeah,
after beating Germany and beating them well, you can't write them off anymore. I know I'm talking shit. It's not coming home. I'm just saying that because there's still so much to happen in this tournament. I'm not saying they can't win it. They definitely can.
Done.
It's
done.
But, bro, 4-0 in a quarterfinal. Bro, they did what they should have
done.
That
was the other thing, that was the other thing. England haven't scored many goals. But they haven't conceded. There's no one they haven't even conceded a goal where it's been disallowed for offside or VAR have overruled it. They've done well. And questions were on Southgate, why isn't he playing? I'll be honest. I looked at the lineup against Germany and I swear I said, for fuck's sake. I looked at this team and I'm like, fuck, man. How is this team going to beat Germany? But I think just everything that's happening in the back room, with the players, there's no, I'm not playing. Foden started the first 2 games and we haven't seen him since.
Yeah.
And there's no
good management.
Yeah, but there's no back room no one's upset. No one's upset they've been benched. Rashford's been on the bench. He's been coming off when he's been needed. The other day, Calvert-Lewin was in the interview. They asked him, Harry Kane's the main striker. Do you think you ever about him starting or even having a chance? And he goes, "Why are you the manager?" He goes to the reporter, "What are you the manager? Are you picking the team?" And he's like, "When it's my turn to get called upon, I'm gonna step up." Do you know what I mean? So. And they've got Sancho, first time he started hasn't started all tournaments, played 6 minutes max. So they've got the players, world-class players that a lot of teams are after. You got to remember, I know Southgate's the manager, and I said this in the World Cup as well. I said that England, besides who their manager is and who they're playing in a weaker side or whatever, look who they're coached by when they're outside, like when they're back at their clubs and back when it was the World Cup.
Yeah.
You know, you had your Pochettino was still at Spurs, so you had your Dele Allis, your Kanes, and all that. Mourinho was at United, so you had the United players, even though it was questionable, but maybe not at that time. And then you had like your Pep, and then you had some good managers in the Premier League coaching these players. So, but when they all came together, kind of all gelled. And I think that's what's happening here now. But yeah, man, put some respect on England's name because they're the only team without a loss, haven't conceded a goal. I know, not without a loss. Italy haven't lost as well. But
yeah, you
haven't conceded.
You got to take them serious, man. They're looking.
They could be like the Germany where they're on the up as the competition comes through, and now it's going to be an interesting one now in the semi-finals for them. And I think there were some good goals. Before we go on to our predictions for the semis, first 4 minutes, bang, get a goal.
Yeah.
Sterling and Kane combination, we could be seeing that combination next season in the Prem.
Maybe, man.
Possibility.
I bet you that they're enjoying playing with each other right now because they're linking up like they've always played together.
Yeah, that's
pretty crazy.
Even the combinations with Sterling and Luke Shaw, like that for that set, was it the third? I think it was for the third goal, that back heel little flick to Shaw, that tee up Harry Kane for the third. But even for the second, Luke Shaw stepped up, taking set pieces, pings one on Harry Maguire's head. He's had a bad start to the season, Harry Maguire, with everything that happened in pre-season, and the last time I think England's going to play Denmark, the last time he got sent off against Denmark, and I think they lost that game too, in one of the qualifiers or Nations League, whatever it might have been. But yeah, look, and then Henderson gets his first goal for England. He comes on. They had the opportunity.
He's still celebrating right now.
He's still celebrating right now, but good on him, you know. Like it's about time he grabbed himself a goal. It was a great corner, I think, Mason Mount. So he's come back. So you got players like that.
Yeah.
Another Mason Mount comes in, does the job. But boy, put some respect, man, on England. The football's coming home. It's actually done. It's actually done. Trust me, it's all over. Red Rover. Done out here.
So,
you know, that's what I reckon, man.
So?
It's done. They're writing the name on the trophy now. They're getting all the fireworks ready in the colours, all the streamers. You know, ribbons are red and white. No, that's it. That's it, man. What can I say? But look,
and that's it for this Euros.
And that's it. We'll see you in 4 years or 3 years. But look, let's move over to our predictions for the semi-final, Seb.
Yeah, so the first game, Australia time, will be Wednesday at 5 a.m. Yep.
5 a.m. Nice time.
Beautiful. Decent. Yeah, love a 5 o'clock. So we're gonna have Spain and Italy, and that's interesting. It's interesting. I know how we feel about Spain. Pretty sure Italy's gonna take this one.
Do the job.
I'm gonna say 2-0, man.
2-0 Italy.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. Yeah, I think Italy will win. I can see a 1-0, but then I don't know. I don't see Spain scoring. I know they've been scoring in the last couple of games, but I don't know, bro. I look at their team and like that Omo guy still stands out to me. Like, who's this guy? And then like the keeper's a bit. Yeah, Unai Simon is a bit.
Like
rough.
I said, it was a shit penalty shootout, but he did get them through.
Yeah, but that goal against Croatia, howler of the tournament.
I can't believe they didn't get picked for the last game. Because when I seen them celebrating after they beat
you not have a good we're not having a good season for your club for like 2-3 years, then you got to sort yourself out there. Hey, yeah,
get better.
What are you doing? You got Henderson taking your spot. Jordan Henderson.
Henderson should be fucking cleaning his gloves, bro.
No, the Jordan Henderson's in goals for us.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, look, I can't see Spain winning.
Nah.
And it's just I don't want them to win as well. I don't want Spain to win. I don't want Spain to win it, man.
Nah, me either.
But
I don't like their brand of football altogether. Even when they have a great team, they burn me, bro. Like you said, possession for the sake of it.
Both of them hold possession too. Italy has been holding a lot of possession in games as well, in controlling the game, especially with Verratti and Jorginho in the midfield. They've been holding a lot of possession. So we're going to see a nil law all the way to pens in this one.
Possession takes it.
You know, the
most
Simpsons,
possession wins.
You know the Simpsons. There they go. They want to see one of them ones where I hope it's a good game. I think we all deserve to see a good game. It's a semi-final. Like let's hopefully they don't hold back in this one. But you never know. But man, like I said, Mancini's done well. I think the way he drills the team, no fear, show no fear. In Italy haven't. In any other game, where Spain, they've looked shaky, and they're still even when they're winning games, they've looked shaky. Besides that 5-0 to Slovakia, against Croatia, you've seen it 3-1 up, bottled it, went into extra time. All right, got the job done. And then against Switzerland as well, onto pens as well. They couldn't get the job done there. So, looks, Seb, I could say a 0 or maybe normal time. But I think, I don't know, man, I could also say a 2-0 like you said. 1-0, 2-0. I don't really see Italy conceding. I think they've done really well at the back. But yeah, man, Italy to go through for me. I think Italy to go through from both of us here.
And then
to the next.
To the second one. Do we need to talk about, you've already said they've won.
They've already won,
They've already won the Euros, but
you know,
it should be a good game.
It's a great game, yeah. Look, it will. It will be a good game because it's England.
It's coming home.
Because it's coming home. They can't bottle it now. They
can't?
They've engraved it already. England 2021 asterisks.
They're going to just put participation.
Participation, yeah. But look, England, Denmark, Seba, to me, you can't, you got to put some respect on England's name. And I know history shows they always fumble it at the semi-final, always fumble against the smaller nations. And let's be honest, Denmark, they got some good players, but they're not the same Denmark that we've seen. Even when Christian Eriksen was there, if you look at our first video, our first podcast on the Euros, we said that, it's not the same Denmark team that we're usually seeing. Even in the World Cup, they weren't the greatest. I know they were in Australia's group. I think they beat us 1-0.
Yeah.
I think that kind of stuffed us up. But they didn't really show like Switzerland. You know, Switzerland, and you see some of the other teams that are actually fighting. I don't really see that from Denmark, but they do have the players to hurt England. You know, and the thing is, for me, England struggle when players are running at him. So if Poulsen gets the ball and starts running at Harry Maguire or Stones, I'm not sure if with the communication that we saw that with in the Germany game when Muller should have put that ball away. Even though it was a mistake by, I think it was Sterling that passed that back.
Yeah,
that's what's worrying for me. Them one-on-ones when players are running at the English players, it's a bit iffy for me. But I think England have the quality, have the players, no matter what players come in, because you know, if it's not Sterling, it's Rashford, it's Foden, it's Jack Grealish, it's, you know, on the other side you got your Sanchos, you can rotate any players in the midfield. You got players that you can rotate with Mount, with whoever, the list goes on.
They've got every Denmark player covered by 3 players, easy in every position.
Yeah,
but it's like you said, those little moments where England can stuff up in a game like this. That's what Denmark's looking for the 90 minutes. They know they're not going to have the ball. They just have to accept that they need to make the most of their possession when they have it, and little mistakes, little back passes that don't quite reach the destination, bro. They're going to be on that straight away. And imagine they get an early goal like that. Man, that could fold England. They really could. Like, you could see the pressure.
Because, you're right, because England haven't conceded this tournament.
Yeah, so what happens when they go behind?
You don't know. You know, that's another question that England need to answer. If you do go behind, what happens then? Can you guys pick yourselves back up, and can you get the goal back? Which I still think they can, because especially with Luke Shaw, that combination on the left-hand side with Sterling, or even with Grealish, we saw the combinations there against Germany as well. You had Sterling, Grealish combination there, and Sterling and Kane getting the goals. Luke Shaw in the last game. I know it's only Ukraine, but still,
doesn't matter. Man.
You're putting the ball on the spot.
This is only Denmark.
You're putting the ball in the right areas, and when you've got players like Harry Kane, that we know what kind of player he is. You know, he came into the tournament, everyone was expecting him to do big things, and now questions in the first 2 games. There's a lot of questions asked, but that's
a long time ago now.
Yeah, and look, he's worked his way, got himself 3 goals. Sterling's on 3 goals as well.
England need to come here motivated like it is the final.
It's at home. It's at home, Wembley. So
they can't be lax. They just can't go in there thinking, all right, we got the better team, we got this, we got that. No,
but I don't think, I don't think they've done that.
No, they haven't. But I wouldn't be surprised if they did though. Still, it could definitely because everything's going so well for them, man. You know, it's easy to get a bit caught up and complacent. So hopefully, well, not really hopefully, I don't even go for them, but for their sake, hopefully they can go in there, guns blazing, just the high intensity, and from the start make them pay. Get another 4-0. Make a statement. Make the other 2 teams on the other side of the bracket think, all right.
Yeah, we need to work now. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, man.
It's interesting. It's interesting.
It should be. I think both semis. Hopefully, it's not no bullshit nil laws and all that. I think there will be goals. I'm gonna go for an England. I don't think it will be a blowout. I think England will win 2-0.
2-0.
Control the game. I don't see them putting any threats. The only problems that I could see for England is the goalkeeper situation. Denmark's keeper with Michael a lot better than Pickford.
Yeah.
Pickford hasn't made too many mistakes, but there's times when it was 4-0. When there was times that when it was 4-0 against Ukraine, where Pickford was just like making these, when he was kicking the ball out, I was just like, wow, here we go. This is Pickford. Pickford has finally rocked up.
That's the thing of not keeping the intensity, bro. 4-0 should act like it's 0-0.
Yeah, and that's what I mean. But yeah, at 4-0, you made 5 subs or 4 subs straight away. You're losing that kind of momentum a little bit. So it's understandable. If that's happening at 0 or 1-0, then the questions have to be asked. But I think it will be 2-0. England will be pretty comfortable. My game won't concede another goal into the final of the Euro 2020, England and Italy. And you know what, we've got if that's to happen, the only two flags that we got in the studio are the England and Italy flags. So it was here from day one. You didn't listen to us. It's set up. I know we had the Macedonian flag, but that was on a technicality. That was for the
the first gone, and then the last to stay.
The last two, yes. The first gone, last to stay.
The bookends.
That's it. Now Turkey was the first to go. They put respect to Macedonia's name. True. But no, look, it'll be interesting because the World Cup, the last World Cup, the first podcast for the football capital, we had the France banner and the Croatian banner, and that was the final. So here we predicted it's right in front of you. So TAB, get your bets in, Sportsbet. Final bets.
See your future. But
that's it.
I'm gonna guess for this game 3-0 England. I reckon it'll be like 1-0 halftime, then 2 more goals in the second half. And then it's Italy versus England in the final.
Yeah.
Cracker. That'll be a banger of a game.
History there too with them two clubs. But guys, let us know your thoughts. If you agree with me, football's already come home. It's done. It's done. I think it's done. Like the Sancho deal, finally done. This is done as well. England, champions, Euro 2020. Congratulations to England. Unlucky to the rest of you lot.
This is why people hate England fans, right? It's the same shit every generation, right? This is the one.
That's Liverpool fans. But guys, let us know. Give us all your thoughts in the comments below. Like always, like, share, subscribe. We'll do another review for the semis, and then we'll do our final prediction of the Euros. It's finally coming to an end. We've got another week left. Seba, thanks for joining me. Guys, we'll catch you next week.